Okay, short and sweet video for our friend Riley over in the UK. Riley's building a combo amp, and he was wondering about the mounting system on the Ampeg V4. So I'm going to do this quick and dirty for him. Sorry, it's all handheld. So these screws hold on the plate on each end that holds the suspension system. Alright, so I'm going to pull those out and I'll show you how this comes apart and the way it's put together. Alright, we'll be back for the next clip. Okay, so the original screws got lost at some point before I got the amp. So I replaced them with these. They're stainless. They're just a flathead Phillips, and I put these bevel washers on there. And so they look pretty good, but there you can see the length of them. They go through that wooden cabinet and into the steel plates at the ends. I'll show you those in a minute. Alright, so this bar screws into those steel end plates, and that stabilizes them because they're just mounted to the head part in rubber. See how hard this is going to be for me to pull out of here. It's a little hard getting them by the corners there sometimes. There we go. So, flip that over. Okay. So these are great. This is great to stabilize these sides. Alright. Let me go handheld here for a minute and I'll show you the rubber cushions. So actually I think I told Riley earlier that there was 4 of these cushions, but there's actually 6. Okay, right here. And so those screw into the bottom of the head and the side of the steel plate here. And these are the holes for the screws where it comes through the side of the case. Right there and right there. Alright. Now, I have another picture I'll pull up that I grabbed from an auction from eBay, where somebody was selling a VT-22 cab. Now the Ampeg VT-22 is this head, exactly, the V4 head, inside of a combo with 2x12. And the speakers are horizontal as opposed to the vertical setup that Riley's doing. But the image will give you a good idea of how they set it up. They put like a small wooden rails on the inside of the amp so that these side pieces here can slide up on those rails, you know what I mean, and then you can just screw your screws in from the side. Now I don't know what your amp weighs, but this thing's 65 pounds with the box, and so if you were trying to hold that up and put those screws in the side, you'd be having a coronary. But alright, I'm going to open this up, and I got to take a look at one of the resistors in there that I need to order. But so hopefully that will give you everything that you need as far as, you know, how Ampeg set this up. You just have this brace across the back screwed in here, you know, and that stabilizes these plates. Otherwise they're just all mushy on the rubber. So if you took that off and tried to stand the amp up, it could flop right over and smush all your tubes. These are tall enough so that when the 7027 power tubes are in there, they're covered, you know what I mean? You're not going to hit them. Alright, so let me do what I got to do here, and I'll edit this up and try and get it up for you tonight. So here's a quick look at the inside, and this is where those rubber grommets mount up to this plate. And not really much better a view on this side because those transformers are right at the extreme ends. So that's really all there is to that. These are pretty flexible. This really steadies them up quite a bit. If that's not in there, those things just flop all over the place. Let's see if I can. Where's my little light? Try and get in there a little better. Okay. So you can see the nuts there. Let's dim it down a little. That's probably a little better. Okay, so there's 1, 2, and 3. And then you just have the holes on the side plate. Go through the case. They just got some threaded plates on there. So you could probably bend something up out of sheet metal. And then you got these 2 screws on each side that hold this back thing on. Stabilizer bar, we'll call it. And that's it. Okay, there she is, all buttoned back up. Not sure what the heck's going on with the focus here, but it looks pretty ugly. Yeah, that's pretty blurry. Okay, V4 all back together, buttoned up, blurry. Only focuses in one spot, I don't know. But that's it. They'll screw into the side plates, rubber mounts for the head. And that's that. Hopefully that'll work out for you, Riley. Alright, time to edit.